I love like Christian inspirational posters and quotes, man. That stuff is great.
Give me 10. Give me your best 10.
My best 10?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't have 10. I was just referencing the 2 footprints in the sand. God meme? Inspirational poster?
Here's 29 powerful Christian quotes to inspire you.
Oh,
every
wow.
day.
You got them. On deck. Laugh me.
God is most glorified in us when we are most satisfied in him.
That sounds abusive.
Yeah, what the fuck does that mean?
Honestly, that's the only issue that, like, I love the idea of, giving things up to a higher power, right? Mm-hmm. Submitting to God's will. But a lot of Christianity to me just seems like a bad toxic relationship.
Very abusive.
Yeah, it's like
very one-sided.
It's very one-sided. Like, and if anything goes if anything goes well for you, you have to praise God, right? And if anything goes wrong, you can't be mad at God. You have to be like, it's okay. God really loves me, and he's just testing me. He beats me because he loves me. What?
True faith means holding nothing back. It means putting every hope in God's fidelity to his promises.
Okay. Lengthy. Not very, it doesn't really like roll off the tongue, right?
Doesn't really pack a punch.
It didn't uplift me.
When we work, we work. When we pray, God works.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, okay. Joy is the infallible proof of the presence of God. Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
You know what? All of these have made me say, sure. I don't feel uplifted, though.
For prayer is nothing else than being on terms of friendship with God. For prayer is nothing else than being on terms of friendship with God.
I feel like that's...
You don't need the for in there. Prayer is nothing else than being on terms of friendship. Wait.
Is it a...
Well, maybe you do need the for. I don't fucking know.
I'm just saying, but also prayer could be more than that, wouldn't it? I don't know. Some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers.
Garth Brooks.
Is that from Garth Brooks?
It says Garth Brooks.
So that's legit from Garth Brooks.
That's what it says.
Wow. I didn't know that that's who I was taking my spiritual advice from, but I like that. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. Get up, get up, get up. Cash your checks and get up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. It's the first of the month. I like Bone Thugs. And first of the month is probably my favorite Bone Thugs song.
I love Bone Thugs.
And this is the only day of the month that it's really...
Do you catch that Eazy-E? That Eazy-E little cameo? Isn't that Eazy-E? Isn't that freaking Eazy-E?
I think so.
Pretty sure that's Eazy-E. I could be wrong about that, but I know that Eazy-E signed them and discovered them and
the glasses.
But I got 3 out of 4. Are you not impressed?
I'm very impressed.
Do you remember that experimental hip hop group Cloudhead that you didn't like?
Oh yeah, I hated that. Yeah.
To me, that's like the white nerdy version of this.
Okay. Yeah. Because they're trying to use the same flow. I like to refer to that flow as the pussy licking flow, because that's what it sounds like. It's very like the tongue feels very flicky, and that is the motion that I prefer on my clitoris.
Oh my god.
What? TMI?
No.
Exactly. We're very open here. Very open here on the High Epoch Times. First of the month.
Dead.
You know what the first of the month means for a lot of people?
It's also my dad's birthday.
Yeah. Are you making me listen to Cloudhead?
I just want to do a A-B.
Just so people can have comparison.
So for aliens can have comparison. Get me to a rap part. Stop experimenting with instruments.
Do you remember the time when you played that song? Do you remember the time? And I did not like it.
People surround themselves with pests to deny the fact that they're alone. Most of the time, stop the world.
Yeah, they're trying to.
Easy access.
Are you scared the apple will land before the doorbell rings and you
Are you scared the apples will land before the doorbell rings and
You know what I mean?
They're trying to use the same flow. It's the white nerdy version of that.
The
flow.
white nerdy. Let's make our way over to this coolest shaker headline that I saw.
No, we're not gonna go on the trajectory of talking about the first of the month.
Oh shit! Sorry. No, do that.
Okay. Well, I mean, we could go to the fun stuff.
No, let's keep it on subject. That's fine. Where's Oh, maybe that's what I accent. Let's just go to coolest shaker for now. I can't find that shit. What do I have to open for your?
There's the articles right there, in the Google Docky.
Which one is it though? California evictions moratorium ends. Oh, okay. Take it away.
Well, let's go to the fun thing and then swing back.
All right, coolest shaker. I saw this article pop up in my I think it was my Facebook feed, because NME, which is a British music publication, you know, I like music clickbait. I'm a sucker for music clickbait, right?
Uh-huh.
So naturally, this NME article popped up. And they're right. Like, it does appeal to me. I loved Coolest Shaker in 1996.
Uh-huh.
I listened to the shit out of that album.
And it's got a very clickbaity title.
Right, which is, does rock and roll kill brain cells? Okay, he says, fuck off.
So he says feck off?
He says, what? Where's the part of the article where it says he thinks Radiohead are overrated? Oh, maybe that was the Facebook clickbait that to get you to click on it. Yeah. Okay.
You've been trapped. You've been tricked.
He's okay. I guess Enemy asks which band codenamed their 7th album Coolest Shaker Demos to prevent it from leaking. What? Do you understand this? The arse ripes? Wrong. It was Radiohead. I don't understand that. According to bassist Colin Greenwood, to stop their 2007 record In Rainbows from being stolen, they'd write a name which probably nobody would listen to it if it was lost. Eagles' Greatest Hits. Coolest Shaker Demos. Oh. Do you think this is real? Do you think Radiohead actually wrote Coolest Shaker Demos on like burnt CDs that they had in the studio? Right? So they're recording In Rainbows.
Uh-huh.
Back in the day when you want to listen to a mix. You want to go home.
Uh-huh.
You want to listen to it on your car stereo, your home stereo. The engineer burns a CD.
Uh-huh.
Right? So instead of labeling it Radiohead In Rainbows, the bassist of Radiohead, Colin Greenwood, labels it Coolest Shaker Demos.
Or Phil Collins hip hop covers.
Yeah. Which,
honestly, if I saw Phil Collins hip hop covers, I'd pop in that bitch in the fucking CD player.
yeah.
I want to hear what I don't like. It's not. I don't think it's going to be necessarily good. It's going to be like the Tarzan soundtrack.
I think the reason why I was so confused by this is because Eagles' Greatest Hits is one of the best-selling albums of all time. It's technically the most purchased compact disc in history. One of at least the top 3 to 5. So I don't fucking know. But anyway, so
okay, so this is what they said. Radiohead said about them, and so in
according
response,
to
Coolest
bassist,
Shaker
yeah, exactly. So Crispin Mills, the lead singer of Coolest Shaker, says Radiohead are the most overrated band in the universe. I think those guys believe their own myth, and that's why their albums are so dull and self-important.
That's not me being offended. I genuinely think they're boring.
Okay, let's just break this down. Okay, Coolest Shaker. I apparently they're releasing their 7th album. I haven't listened to them since their 2nd album, and that album wasn't very great. It was okay. They have one great album.
Yeah.
Their debut. And is that album as good as?
Some people only have one album in them, you know.
Radiohead have like 8. You know, you don't have to like Radiohead. I totally understand that. And I can also empathize with the feeling like you're bored by Radiohead.
Yeah.
But to say that they're overrated, it's just
There's some pretty good songs in there, man.
yeah, like they're very
I mean,
creative.
Those are the dudes that did Creep.
and that's like on their least celebrated album. Like they don't even like Creep anymore.
And that song's like an iconic song, right? Like it will be.
That's my point. They're throwaways to them, and this is like a throwaway single.
And
that's iconic.
It's iconic.
Right.
Fake Plastic Trees.
Again,
radio
another
talk show host.
Oh yeah, I forgot it. Right.
That one's sexy.
Yeah.
I want to pew 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 pew.
Yeah.
I want to be some. Like they're good. No, I mean I'm not gonna be like, wow, Radiohead fucking blah, 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 blows my mind, but yeah, like they've got tracks.
All right. Fuck off, Coolest Shaker. Okay.
Coolest Shaker. That's, you know what that reads to me as? Bitter. It reads as bitter, especially when you have to say, I'm not bitter, I'm just saying this. You know why? Because bitter people don't normally have to make a disclaimer that they're not being bitter.
I'm also just disappointed from a fan perspective in my idol, because I idolized this guy in the mid-90s. I thought he was so cool.
So for him to be like bitter and like, Radiohead's so fucking boring. And I'm not saying that because I'm bitter, because they're far more successful than me and Coolest Shaker have ever been.
Again, if he left out the part about Radiohead being overrated and just left it at not for me, not my cup of tea, there's no argument here. But he went out of his way to say they're the most overrated band. I can name 100 bands that are more overrated than Radiohead.
Okay, but I think also we have to take into account, right, that this myth. And I think that myth is the part that like puts that little bitter tone in there, right? Like there's this joke that they labeled their stuff as Coolest Shakers so nobody would listen to it or steal it. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, they kind of like made a little like, it's like, you know what it is? It's very catty.
It's very catty.
It's very catty. It's like, oh, wow, I love that dress. Is it vintage?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
It's so cute. And then they were like, the fuck? And then they were like, that bitch is the dumbest bitch I've ever met. And it's like, well, I don't think she's the dumbest bitch you've ever met. I think that you're just like maybe a little bit bitter because she was talking shit about the dress. And it was like, no. I don't even care about the dress or this or that. And I'm like, okay, you're both kind of being catty though.
Pipes.
I love
Pipe.
Yeah, just throw it in there. Clear the pipes.
Absolutely not.
That's me. I love
you.
that.
Okay. Lead the way on this California's eviction moratorium ends situation. Hit us up.
It's not fucking good. First of the month, rent is due. And the eviction moratorium has ended, so we're going to see a lot of people facing evictions now. The latest extension came in March when acting Governor Eleni Kalanakis, how do you say that one?
Show me the way.
Kunalakis. Kunalakis. If we are incorrect, somebody will tell us.
Yeah.
Signed legislation that kept eviction protections in place for those participating in rental assistance programs until June 30th. She said the delay will provide more time for Californians still in the process of acquiring emergency relief. So while the eviction moratorium officially expired in September last year, landlords who wanted to evict tenants had to first apply for financial assistance to cover the rent owed. This shielded tenants from being evicted. Basically,
yeah,
everybody that was out of COVID,
yeah,
plenty of people back work. When you're already making such a little amount of money,
right,
and then you're behind thousands and thousands of dollars, it's how is anybody going to catch up with that realistically? And it sucks because the pandemic isn't over and economically people haven't recouped anything.
And now we're hit with inflation, so it's going to make it even harder for people to get over the hill and back to where they want to be.
Exactly. So this is not the time to pull out, I think, eviction moratorium, right? Like we're going to be seeing a lot of hardship in this country. There's already, a very large houseless population here. And what we're seeing now is an explosion in the houseless population. But there's like a new class of houseless people, right? It's people that are like people that are still employed, right? But they're just unhoused now. And they're like in car dwellings, and they're like, maybe they have access to a gym. And so they're not like in an encampment necessarily, right? But they're...
Yeah, it's people who might have dabbled with the law at some point.
With the what?
Like they were a lawyer for like 8 months and then...
You lost me. I'm like, what?
Okay, I watched a video.
Uh-huh.
This is real. I watched a real video about a lawyer. Mm-hmm. A guy who used to be a lawyer. Mm-hmm. Who is now houseless.
Yeah.
In LA.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying.
So what I was trying to say is like...
It doesn't matter your education level.
Yeah, there's some people that have literally been in law school who are on the street. So I tried to be a little playful with that by saying, dabbled with the law. But I guess I skipped like 5 steps.
Yeah, you skipped 5 steps, and it did not. I don't think it hit the way that, or landed the way that you meant for it to.
I wasn't thinking.
I know. No, it's all right. We're freeform here. I read it as like had a run-in with the law, right? We're like people that are houseless or like criminals, and I was like,
yeah,
like. Turn the car around. But that's I see now.
Yeah.
Now that we have clarification.
You know what I should have said instead?
What?
Dabbled with dentistry.
Dabbled in dentistry.
Because then the two things wouldn't get confused.
Yeah, no, yeah, because then we're not. It makes them. Yeah, that would have been perfect.
Yeah.
But we don't. Shit's not.
We
perfect.
don't get second chances in life.
We do actually.
Oh, is that right?
We actually do. I'm like, everybody, put the guillotine away. We're not. Shmoo lives to see another day. There's second chances here. Put that guillotine away. That's so silly.
Absolutely not.
That's what Satan Button says.
Yeah, Satan says, bring the guillotine back. I need bloodshed. I mean, I'm not. You know me. I'm pro guillotine.
Yeah.
No, I'm not pro you in a guillotine though. Like I said, I love you. We have a deep friendship that will save you from the guillotine.
I'm so happy about our deep friendship.
The deep friendship that will save you from the guillotine.
Yeah,
it's a pretty big deal, buddy.
It's a big guillotine deal.
It's a big guillotine deal.
So tell me more about a simple solution to LA's out of control homeless problem. Okay.
I didn't actually read this article.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Buttons.
But it's from the Epoch Times, and we cover the Epoch Times, so I wanted to see what
they
the right
think.
And I didn't read it because I know, or I feel in my heart of hearts that it's going to be like upsetting, and they're just going to be like, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, Johnny.
All right, okay.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Okay.
And I mostly want to look at the comments.
Uh-huh.
How about you scan the comments while I talk a little bit about
the Vicky George says, I think I will buy a nice camper or very large tent and move to a nice beach in California. No rent, lots of sun. It's my retirement dream and seems like a lot of other people's dreams. So it seems. Stupid Democrats. They can support me as well as the rest of the people out there. Only difference is that I worked my whole life for what I get. For what I get a month. Okay. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
What I get a month.
It's houseless people are just lazy. That's what that boils down to.
Homeless, unfortunate souls don't need housing unless it includes drug rehabilitation for the addicted, psychiatric treatment, vocational training for the unemployable, personal attention for the confused and disenfranchised, rehabilitation for the criminals. Housing alone doesn't help any of the above. Well, it certainly deters from it. I think there's a lot of evidence to suggest that housing actually does decrease these things.
It does. Also, if you are experiencing these things, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be housed. Just because you're addicted to drugs doesn't mean I think that because you're addicted to drugs that you should sleep on the street. right? I don't see these things as punishable. I'm like, I think all of those things listed should definitely be a part of it. But you know what we should also fucking do? House people. Yeah, yeah. You know, because it's really hard to get clean if you can't detox somewhere that's warm, comfortable, and safe, where you have access to a bathroom, to a shower. It's very hard. If you have mental health stuff and you don't have do you know how stressful it would be to like being unhoused is fucking stressful. You don't have any place where you could like use the bathroom regularly. You don't know like how you're going to bathe. Like your options for food are limited. You know, my friend was that does mutual aid was telling me about how they were doing a check-in with people in Skid Row, right? And people were just coming down there leaving boxes of food that was like uncooked pasta and raw meat. And they were like trying to give it to people, and people were like, "Oh, I can't take this. I can't do anything with
nothing
it."
you could do, yeah.
And people were like, "Ugh." They were like so miffed because they're like trying to give them free stuff,
Yeah.
and they're homeless and they should be thankful. But it's like, bitch, I don't have a stove.
Okay, so I found the part of the article where it starts to explain their thinking behind.
They're thinking.
Their thinking, exactly.
The thinking behind.
So this article writer, should we call him a writer? Should we call him a
Journalist?
Journalist? Emergency powers are unnecessary. The solution is simple. Oh, really?
Oh, really? I would love to know.
Los Angeles must immediately begin enforcing its laws during the day. The Ninth Circuit ruling only pertains to camping at night. This would put an end to the massive permanent encampments that have sprouted all over the city. LA must also focus on inexpensive temporary shelters in designated areas away from neighborhoods, beaches, and parks. The ruling did not mandate permanent housing, just shelter. This could be set up quickly, thus allowing it to enforce its laws both in the day and the evening. What do you think about this day versus like making it, I guess, illegal to have a tent during the day?
So let's harass people all the time. Instead of harassing houseless people and throwing their shit out early in the morning, we just punish them at any point in time for being houseless. If you are houseless, where are you going to put your things? Just making it illegal to exist does not get rid of the problem. That's not a simple solution. It doesn't solve anything.
Let me just finish this.
Please.
It's almost done. But city leaders do not want simple solutions. They prefer to not let a crisis go to waste by using it to implement their progressive agenda, including permanent government housing. Government housing projects were in vogue in the 60s, but more cities have since realized they do not work. Government projects suffer from high crime, poverty, drug use, as well as major government corruption and mismanagement. But the progressive utopian dream is to provide free healthcare, free food, and free housing to all.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, that is my agenda.
The homeless crisis gives them an excuse to deliver. The fact that it comes at the expense of its residents, taking both from the pocketbooks and ability to enjoy LA's public spaces, apparently is of no concern to them. This is written by James Breslow. Okay. Civil rights attorney.
Oh God.
I gotta pee.
Yeah. I don't see that as a solution. We can't. Let's criminalize it further. So the issue with doing sweeps and the idea of just pushing houseless people around is that we put them in a cycle of violence, right? When you have your medications, paperwork, money, documents, all your belongings, your sentimental things, all in your tent and your space, and somebody throws that away, how are you supposed to then apply for jobs or like get food stamps, replace expensive medications? People have died on the street because of sweeps, because people have thrown away people's medications and they don't have the money to replace them. And it's heartbreaking. Criminalizing people who are already disenfranchised, it's evil. It's just bad guy stuff. I didn't mean to take us to a dark, dark place. but I did. But let's talk about on the positive. Let's talk about I don't want to be fatalistic and like everything is fucked.
I have something fun for us to do.
Oh, well, I wanted, before we did fun, I
what's
want
good?
Positive,
Yeah,
tangible things.
What's
for people.
positive? Hit us.
So I think a lot of, especially since last week we talked about Roe v. Wade and how I was like, protest. It's it's not for me. I think that especially in these times now where we're going to be seeing more people evicted, more people out on the streets, reminding ourselves to lead with some fucking compassion. And instead of trying to, I think people get overwhelmed, right? Because everything seems so fucked. And it's like, well, what do I do? And you only have so much time and energy in your own life. So it's like, what, I'm supposed to switch my whole life around, and now I have to go to a protest every week, and then I have to read 4 of these fucking books, and I have to go to my book club, and then I have to like help out with this org, and then I have to donate to this thing over here, and it gets overwhelming. And I think it puts people in a space where then they do nothing, right? Because they're just like, well, I don't know where to fucking start. And everybody that's already an activist kind of seems like an asshole that's up their own butt. And it's like, you don't know how to get involved. Don't worry. Get involved with me and my org and the thing that I do. I'll show you because I'm way more woke than you. I'm super woke, daddy. Or like, yeah, there's scammers too. There's grifters, right? So I think instead of worrying about where to start because it's so big, start little. Start really little by doing small, tangible things that you can work into like a daily practice. It's summertime right now. It's going to be really hot wherever you're at. A great way to do something small and tangible is check in on your neighbors that are unhoused. Throw some water bottles in your freezer. Get them nice and icy and cold. You could drop them off at encampments, keep a couple in the car when you see somebody flying a sign. Little tiny things, right? We all need water. Not everybody has access to clean water. It's something very small that you can do, but those little things, I think, have the power to create a big ripple. And being just more mindful and doing small things like that, when you find more time, when you find more energy, you'll be called to it. You'll already be in that space, right? Like you're already thinking about it. Maybe you start with waters. Maybe you meet another nonprofit group. Maybe you start feeding people. Yeah, possibilities are endless, right?
Maybe you start a Los Lobos cover band.
Maybe you start a Los Lobos cover band, and all of the proceeds go to helping some people. I don't
Start
know.
a Los Lobos cover band. That's where all the money goes.
You know what? The thing is though, you could though. I think people need to realize that like the way that you participate in the revolution, so to speak,
Is to start a Los Lobos cover band.
To start a Los Lobos cover band, but there's plenty of ways to get involved, right? So you can still do something and stay in your own lane, right? Like everybody has a different purpose. There's tangible things that we can do. Don't be overwhelmed. Start small, then get big.
Start small by starting a Los Lonely Boys cover band first.
Yeah.
Then once you've achieved fame,
only do one song at a time. Just do one song over and over and over and loop it.
By Los Lonely Boys?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then see where you go from there.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, join a tenants union. Talk to people. If you're a renter, talk to other people in your building. LA Tenants Union. Good group to look up if you are in the Los Angeles area.
Also, microdosing mushrooms.
Yeah.
I think that would work really well for most people.
Do you think that we should be microdosing everybody?
I think we should microdose many more people
I think
right now.
I think it should be more available to people. Yes.
Absolutely not.
I think it would be helpful. I think it's helpful medicine for sure. Okay, so now that we've talked about some serious stuff, let's talk about light, fun stuff.
6 toxic traits of cancer sign.
I don't think that's fun at all.
Oh, well,
but I want to do it. But I just want to let you know that I don't feel like it's cancer season.
uh-huh.
It's the first of the month.
Wait, hold on. You got to put a period between that sentence.
No, I don't.
It It is cancer season.
I don't have to put periods anywhere I want. You know why?
Because it's cancer season.
Because it's cancer season and I'm a Cancer. And how dare you try to correct me? I'm full of love, but also full of rage. Rage. Pinchy rage. Pinchy fucking rage.
The dark side of the crabs. Toxic traits of Cancer sign. 1. Manipulation.
Okay, yeah.
The Cancer sign may seem harmless, but they can control your mind by making you feel guilty. If they care about you, they will pour their heart and soul.
That's true.
And for sure, they expect the same level of attention in return.
Absolutely. If I give you 100%, I want 100% back.
When they don't get what they want, they will use their vulnerability as weapons. Honestly, no one wants to hurt Cancer. They are just so caring and innocent.
Yeah. Why would you ever?
Buttony.
Do this?
It makes you question if you've done something wrong. And
You have.
And before you notice, you're doing everything in your power to make it up for them.
As you fucking should.
They ghost on people? I mean, I don't know about that.
Yeah, they do. Oh, we do.
Okay.
Okay, see, this is the thing. You don't know that because you've never been ghosted by one, right? Cancers are like very binary, right? It's very all or nothing. We like love you or we're not there.
I'm going to stop drinking water out of these glasses. Because the water pops, it shoots up.
Yeah.
Shoots all over my face. Shoots all over my Ableton Push.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm
Do you need
sick
a straw?
of it. No, it's the glass. It's the tall glass. I got to stop drinking water out of it.
The tall, I love the tall, it's fine.
I don't know. I keep having, I'm having serious issues with it. So you say maybe it's my fault. It's not the glass's fault.
Don't blame the glass. You're getting all you're like shotgunning the water to your face too fast or something.
Okay, what if I was addicted to meth? Would you then say don't blame the glass, or would you be blaming me? Drugs or schmoo?
I would be blaming you. Again.
Okay. Guided by feelings, Cancer only stay close. That's worded weird. Cancer only stay close.
I said cancers.
Cancers only stay close to those that vibe with them. If
Yeah.
you're friends with Cancer, they will shower you with all the love you could imagine.
Mm-hmm.
But if they don't trust you as a friend or don't feel attracted to you, you may find yourself blocked out of the blue.
Yeah. We do not care.
For Cancer, the lack of feelings is the best reason. There need no drama, no explanation. If you don't care about you, if they don't care about you, you are non-existent.
Yeah, kind of, unfortunately.
The cruelness of the Cancer sign is rooted in fear of confrontation.
Shut up! I hate this read.
It would take a lot of Cancerians to admit they don't like you. Okay. It's their nature to avoid difficult conversations. So they leave you scratching your head, wondering what you have done wrong.
Yeah, it's very true. That's why the ghosting happens.
Well,
Instead of me saying I don't like you and I want to hang out, I'm just like, I'll never talk to that person again.
But the part about wondering what I've done, where I'm like, what the hell happened? What did I do? Mm-hmm. Irresponsibility. When we think of the word irresponsible, Gemini and Sagittarius are the first to come to mind. They act impulsively, and sometimes they may leave their loved ones to worry sickly.
Do you know that I have a bunch of Gemini in my chart?
But how could the Cancer sign be more irresponsible? They are the mom friends of the group and always try to take care of everybody. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
I'm a Cancer.
Is this the moment where I believe in horoscopes?
Yeah, I'm a July 10th Cancer, so I am fucking in there.
Yeah.
I'm locked in there.
Different from the two signs, Cancerians don't take proper responsibility for themselves. They are guided by emotions and thus don't often make the best decisions. Mm-hmm. They would date someone toxic even when they are aware of the red flags. No matter how many times you try to talk them out, they still go back. And this toxic trait of Cancer can be annoying. You are tomato red. Your face is a tomato right now.
I'm that one. I didn't expect to read that deep.
Overthink and overworry. A common phrase.
I can't take it. I'm gonna die. They're gonna kill. This article is gonna literally kill me. They are reading me for filth, and I don't like it. And it's like I feel pained right now.
A common phrase that you'll hear from cancers is "what if?" The fear that what might could go wrong, the fear of rejection and disappointment. I want to read it like Tom Wiseau.
Please do. It makes it less awkward for me. I'm dying.
They just can't help rehearsing the worst case scenarios in their head.
I love
But
the
these scenarios,
catastrophize.
but these scenarios are not facts. Sometimes not even close. But they are draining their brain power. Combined with the oversensitiveness, this toxic trait of cancer makes them prone to depression and anxiety.
Oh my God, I'm so neurotic.
Jealousy. The crabs can be very possessive, especially in love.
What? How many more of these signs are we? What sign are we on?
When they care about someone, they will pinch and hold on to them tightly. They expect undivided attention in return for their unconditional love, and not everyone can handle the pressure. Since they take jealousy to the extreme, they see you talking with someone else, they immediately paint a picture in their head that you are cheating. Passive aggressive, vulnerability is strength. If they are upset, you will know it. They don't need to say a word. Instead, they put lyrics of sad song in their bio. They put a heartbroken quote on social media to delay the tax they are unwilling to do what's supposed to do. Yeah, I've seen this. I've seen this happen.
Oh, you've seen this happen?
Yeah, I think
Where? I don't know.
That one time you pulled up to the house, you were listening to Don't Speak by No Doubt. Do you remember that?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That didn't happen. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my God. Are you ready for the fucking bombshell?
I might die. Can we take a little
We could take
a breather? I just need a breather because I'm just getting pummeled over here.
We could take a breather, but this is the climax. Is it fair to do that to the common man, the common woman, the common them, the common they, the common zer, the common G?
Yeah.
Is that fair to you?
Yeah, I just needed to take a break. I'm dramatic and I'm petty and I can't believe that they would say all of these things that are very fucking true and rude.
We can go to Libra?
Right afterwards. Right fucking afterwards.
We'll go right afterwards.
The car is going to speed right to that one.
Okay. Can I now say it?
Yes.
Okay. Here and there, they drop hints and let everyone know they are hurt, but no one knows why. It's not until you ask them that they reluctantly open up. This passive aggressiveness exhausts people. No one has the time for mind games, and that's why cancers can drive people crazy. Wow. This is the most succinct fucking description I have ever seen of when you drive me nuts. Right here. That is just nail on the head.
I'm a Cancer.
Holy, that was the last paragraph.
I am a Cancer.
The end. It
Yeah.
You got to admit it climaxed at the end there,
but
right?
it's all me. That's all my personality to a T.
Do I believe in horoscopes? No.
Okay, but you know the other part of my chart, right? So my moon is in Gemini, my Venus is in Gemini, my rising is in Gemini, and my Mars is in Gemini, or my Mercury. Basically, I have 4 houses in Gemini, which is an air sign, which means that's why I'm so chatty, right?
You're a chatty Cathy.
That's why I'm a chatty Cathy. That's why I'm good at being social. That's why I'm good at meeting and talking to anybody. That's why I'm a jack of all trades where I know a little bit about everything. Right?
I would say the fact that you're a chatty Cathy is mostly positive.
It's a mostly positive.
Mostly positive. Yeah.
It can border on annoying.
Sometimes, and it's only occasional, I have to tap you on the leg to indicate let others speak, right? Because you're like,
Well, they're not funny.
They might not be.
If they were
but,
funnier, if they were funnier, I would let them talk.
Right, but maybe you've interrupted too many people. I have to give you a little let it breathe.
I'm not against it.
Yeah.
I think that it's good to have somebody reel me in.
Yeah, and it's it's not like I'm punishing you or anything. It's just like there's a nice little tap on the leg.
Oh no, we've actually discussed this in private. How do we communicate this without it being a weird shut up, honey,
yeah, exactly,
kind of a vibe. Because I was like, ooh, what we're not going to fucking do is shush me in public.
No.
And so we have but I will steamroll a conversation. But when I do that, right? Why I'm doing that is because I'm feeling a lack. of energy, right? Where like I'm like, ooh, you're not very funny or very entertaining, and so I feel the need to perform in the conversation space.
Yeah.
Or I've had maybe a couple of drinks, and if I've had a
Well,
couple of
there's that
drinks,
too.
if I've had a couple of drinks, then I must stop, baby. Everybody get out of my way. New York, New York. And I'm like, that's why I hate comedians and actors, because they're just like that, right? As people. And I see I am a theater kid. I have that in me where it's like, it's annoying where it's like, didn't nobody tell you to like sit down and shut up as a kid? Like, it's like you maybe had a little bit too much creative freedom, right? Like nobody like crushed your soul enough. You're like, tone it down.
Yeah.
A time and a place. Read the room.
Yeah.
Read the fucking room.
Yeah.
When I'm sober, completely sober, I have a better read of the room, of course.
Yeah.
But intoxicated, I'm saucy.
I'll tell you what, though.
I'm funny.
I much prefer someone like you, who is a chatty Cathy, interrupts people, talks too much, but really funny, really smart, really charming. I prefer that over someone who can't hang. Like, the conversational ball is thrown to them and they just blow it.
Just
They
drop
just
it.
fucking drop it. They just destroy I don't like that. Makes me uncomfortable, especially if I'm with that person. If I brought them, I'm like, oh shit. I am responsible now. I have to like babysit this person.
In general, to me, I find it important to me in my relationships, romantic and non-romantic, right? That whoever I show up with to at events can be dynamic.
Got to be dynamic.
You have to be dynamic and be able to, like, I have to be able to leave you alone to go like say something to somebody else.
Yeah.
And you can fuck off.
Yeah.
And like make friends and be groovy.
Yeah.
Right. It's just like, it's so hard though. Like when you bringing somebody with you to an event that's like a fucking,
Not everyone can hang.
not everybody can fucking hang. And you have, this is something I found out in my life, because the only prerequisite to be my friend is that you have to love me.
Right. Wasn't I was the one that discovered this
Shmoo
about
discovered
you.
this. That's my only prerequisite for friendship, which is not a bad thing to have in a friendship, right? But when it's your only thing, that allows you to have a lot of very interesting characters in your circle, right? And
You got a lot of characters.
I have a lot of characters, and some of them are more neurotic and difficult than others, and they just don't mix well, right?
You mean they don't mix well with each other?
They don't mix well with each other. They don't mix well with anything. Some of them bitches,
they're all neurotic and difficult.
they're
right?
all neurotic. Some of them don't even mix with themselves. All right, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like they're lovable, but they're wacky. And
I mean, my friends are neurotic and difficult too, though.
yeah, but they're in a different way.
In a different way.
Different way. Mine are like, I have a lot more like antisocial friends where I'm like, baby, if you did not want to come out of the house, why did you come out of the house? I don't need you. I don't need you here getting shit-faced wasted and trying to argue with somebody. I don't need you to get me into a fight. I'm trying to network, baby. I'm trying to have a good time. I'm trying to get VIP. I'm trying to go backstage. I'm trying to get invited to a cool after hours. But I'm not trying to deal with somebody who's a wet mop and or like too fucked up and can't handle themselves.
Can I have the joint, please?
Yeah.
Already this Libra article opens in a way I don't like, and I've been noticing a lot of people saying, I'm not,
nothing but perfect.
I'm not perfect, but, or like excusing someone's behavior. They're not perfect, but
this one says nothing but perfect. It's not saying the same thing.
Libra is nothing
but perfect.
but perfect.
They view like they're perfect.
You're saying,
That's what it's saying. It's not saying nobody's
I got
perfect.
it. Yeah.
It's saying that you guys project perfection.
Yeah. I read that wrong. I was projecting my own feelings on a thing, and but it is
Typical Libra.
typical Libra. But it is true that I am noticing. I'm hearing it too often. Please stop, everyone out there. PSA.
Is this your PSA? I would love to hear.
Please stop saying like, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. Or he or she's not perfect. Just cut it out of your vocabulary.
Because we know that.
It is a red herring. It's besides the point.
But I think that there's still a strong desire to be perfect, right?
I don't like that. I fucking hate that. Can I have the joint, please?
Yeah. I was lighting it to bring it to you.
I don't like that. I think it's dangerous, and I think I think this push to perfection, especially with physical appearance, is bad for humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've covered that thread many times.
Yeah.
Right? It puts anyway, we don't have to do it again, but
but I know.
You know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
So here
I'm socialized as a woman. Are you fucking kidding me? I
Right.
know.
You know. 5 toxic traits of Libra.
Yes,
Let's do this.
Dig into it, baby.
They have the best jokes and are pleasant to be around.
Blah, blah, blah.
I don't think I have the best jokes.
I think you have like all right jokes.
You're not. What the fuck?
I'm joking.
Why would you say that?
I'm joking. It was a joke. It was a spicy joke.
Okay.
Though.
But was it actually a joke, or are you just saying that now?
No. It actually is a joke. You do have really funny jokes, but you don't have the best jokes.
I don't have the best jokes.
I think that, like the best jokes is like
no. I totally
stop. They're like gargling your balls, and I'm like, okay, schmooze jokes are good, but they're like they're not the best.
They're not
right?
It's
I don't
niche.
I don't have the best jokes either.
Well, you have good jokes.
You have good jokes too. They're hit or miss. My jokes are.
Your jokes are hit or miss?
Sometimes.
Okay. Well, anyway, they are stylish and look flawless with much effort. So far, we're off.
For you, yeah. You got like a laid back, chill guy style.
I have a coworker who's a Libra. She's the spotlight of the office. Every day she walked in the room like a summer breeze with a big smile on her face. She was like the Disney princess, pure, kind, gorgeous, and people were drawn to her. Okay, it's still vague. We're still in vague land.
Yeah.
After 3 months working as an intern, she got promoted to a formal staff. Who cares? I asked her why, and to my surprise, she said the job was too stressful and was wasted for talent. I don't want to be the bad guy. Greeted everyone with positive energy.
You're fine with being the bad guy.
Yeah, this
article so far sucks. Let's keep going though.
All right, let's just get to this. The actual 6 fuckers. This is boring intro.
Yeah.
Dark side and toxic side. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Dishonesty. The sign that hates conflict the most will do everything in their power to stay out of it. If that means they have to lie to be on your good side, they'll do it. Ask a Libra how you look today, and you'll never get a negative comment. If someone else is pointing out the poor color choice, Libra will agree on that as well. This is, I'm going to give a rating to how accurate this is. I'll do it first and then you do it.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is a 6.75 out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh, we agree?
Yeah. I'm like, I think maybe in the right situation. Depends on like what the level or the cost is to them. Because I feel like Libra, not all Libras are trying to avoid conflict.
I feel like I probably naturally was like that as a child. Mm-hmm. But I've experienced so much. Well, everyone's experienced a lot of conflict in their lives, of course. But I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to think of how to express this thought. I've had a tendency to feel like I've gotten fucked over by a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And I think over the years, that started to make me feel like I should stand up for myself more and have better boundaries. That's a big one.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Dishonesty, though.
But people give me a hard time for being too honest sometimes. Like I'll be the one that says too honest, where it's like, Sam, you're not supposed to. That's like,
don't say that. That's rude.
Yeah, exactly. So I know that's the part where I'm like, I don't know. Unlike Gemini, who self-contradicts because they keep changing their mind, Libra do it to keep everyone happy. That is mostly true. That's an 8 out of 10 truth. Mm-hmm. This could make them untrustworthy. It almost seems like they don't have a clue, but in fact, Libra do have their own opinions. They just choose not to tell or sugarcoat it. That also can be true.
Yeah. You will have an opinion, but you're keeping it to yourself.
Yeah. And I'll talk about it privately or whatever. But this is what I like about doing the show is that I think this is a good medium to share my thoughts. Mm-hmm. I think this is part of why I wanted to start a show like this, is because I don't want to scream at people on the internet. I don't want to argue with people on Facebook
No.
about politics and stuff.
No.
I'd rather just like,
Let's have a discussion.
let's have a discussion. Let's smoke some weed, you know?
Smoke weed and let's fucking talk about it.
Okay. So it's not that I'm dishonest. It's just that I'm not willing to be as brutally honest about my true feelings and beliefs
Yeah.
about things in the public square, maybe.
Yeah, no, I think definitely you're a person that like appreciates the public versus private.
Yes. I'm a big
Whereas
appreciator of that.
Where I am like, I'm an open book. Everybody look at me and know everything that I've ever done in my whole life.
Love me.
Love me.
Shower me with kisses and attentions.
Oh my God. Do you know how much I love kisses and attention? Oh my God.
Libra gets emotionally attached to people too quickly. That used to be true. That used to be true. And it says inability to commit. Okay. That's also been true. If someone attractive shows them any sign of affection, Libra will write a whole love story in their head. That, again, this used to be true. I've outgrown this, right?
Right.
But see, that's the thing you have to keep in mind. They are describing
The most toxic
exactly
traits.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
The most toxic version of what a Libra could be. I was a lot of these things, but I've outgrown them.
Well, does that mean that I'm super toxic then?
Maybe more than me. Like maybe I'm like a 50 T for tox. And you're like for your what's your sign again?
Cancer.
Yeah, for your Cancer, you're like he was pretty accurate. I don't know.
Say I answer wisely, buddy. You wanna get some
Zero,
pictures?
zero, 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 zero,
Yeah,
zero.
that sounds
It's always been
good.
zero, 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 zero,
It'll always be zero.
It's always
I'm perfect.
It's always
I've always been perfect. What are you saying? Nobody's perfect. I'm perfect.
Wait, but they're saying that Libras we think we're perfect.
I know.
And our jokes are perfection.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yep, they are not necessarily in love with the person, but definitely with their imaginative romance. That again, this is what used to be true about me. The thirst for romance could translate into infidelity and hurts their partners. They won't stop flirting even if they were already in a relationship. Those things have been true about me. Usually, like in the first few years of dating, I didn't cheat on anyone. It was just until I started getting cheated on and fucked over and like bad thing. Then I was like, fuck it. I got, it's like I get nihilistic. I'm like, who cares about anything,
Yeah. Yeah, but you have no resistance to pretty things and pretty people.
That's true.
And deep down, Libra believe they deserve the perfect partner.
I don't, the deserve thing? That's weird to me. But the resistance to pretty things, that's true. That is true. More evolved Libra might not initiate contact with potential love interests, but they won't shut them down either. They keep their options open and their intentions confusing. Okay. They may flirt with you and tell you that they like you, but do they want a relationship? Are they ready to commit? You'll never know. Woo.
Fucking annoying.
Indecisive procrastinator. Okay, indecisive for sure. If you depend on a Libra to pick a restaurant, you'll stay hungry for the night. See, not true.
Well, you've been able to get through that.
I think I've always been good at picking the restaurant.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're pretty good.
It's a skill that is it a skill? It's like a light skill. It's like a diet skill.
It's like you know what I call it? It's like a top. Like I would say like you're a food top. Like
I'm a food top.
You top in
Yeah.
in the
Food cat division.
Division.
Yeah, I'm a top for sure.
I'm definitely a food bottom. I'm just like put food in me.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Well, I'm picky though. I'm a bratty bottom.
You are a bratty bottom.
I'm a bratty bottom in almost every aspect.
Sometimes you're like, baby doesn't have her bottle.
Yeah.
Where's baby's bottle?
I can't eat that.
Yeah.
The fuck? I need this specific thing.
And then you have like just a minor temper tantrum, and then you're like, I'm being a brat, aren't I? I'm like, a little bit. And then you're like, okay, I'm sorry.
Well, baby needs their bottle though.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
The fuck? Where's my almond latte? I said unsweetened. I can't have sugar before noon.
This sign is constantly weighing the good and the bad. True. They will take all the time they have until it's too late. If you're an impatient Aries or Sag, you'll find yourself doing most of the deciding for them. Remind me what Aries and Sag is, what months those are?
Fire signs.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Just give me the months.
Aries is like March, April, and Sagittarius is like, December, January.
I've only had one Sagittarius girlfriend, and I don't think I've had a single Aries girlfriend.
Yeah, don't do it.
They're the ones
Aries
you
are
don't
evil.
want to work with on a group project. They procrastinate until the last 2 hours before deadlines. This is the opposite of truth when it comes to, for
You're a
example...
good boy when it comes to collaborations.
Yeah. For example, Zorch. It was Zach that pushed everything to the midnight hour. It was him that was like, the decisions made like a second before the thing. I was the one that was like, can we make a decision on this? He's like, no.
Yeah.
Can we make it? No.
I find you to be very responsible. But you know what? We have to look at the rest of your chart, babe.
That's next. That's coming. That's coming. Often they end up achieving more by doing less. Yep. A less evolved Libra can manipulate others to do their part. Sure. Mm-hmm. Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, let's open this motherfucking...
Was that the last of the traits?
That's it.
That was so quick.
This is my chart, my birth chart, according to Prasanan, who I call the woo-woo Bill Gates.
I love that. I don't know how to read this chart,
If you don't believe me, here's
There's
a little...
like this notion that the souls do have like a
Prasanna.
higher soul is always looking for a higher birth, right? If you want to have a good birth, you're going to come into the body of a yogini, someone who's spiritually alive, and whereas souls that, are brought in sort of ordinary terms just through, normal human interaction.
He's a pseudoscientist. He's a pseudoscience scientist.
Pseudoscience scientist.
They're not going to...
He's like scientific about this shit. He's got like, a beautiful mind fucking equations figuring out astrology. That's the vibe.
Yeah, no, I see that. That's why I can't read his
freedom,
chart.
You see, so
I don't know what the fuck
sometimes
that
the
means.
soul.
Yeah, it's like chemistry. It's like you're looking at like the...
Also, it doesn't even like line up to me of what I think it would be. Where I'm like, your sun sign, because your sun sign's Libra, and it doesn't look like on that chart.
All right, let's just get to my chart.
Yeah, it's really difficult to understand.
I needed to show you that like he's
the Bill Gates of woo woo.
Yeah.
Bill Gay woo woo.
If you're familiar with Amma is I think she's an Indian lady, and she just like touches people and they're like, ah! Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Amma? Like she hugs people, line up just to hug her, and and then they're like buzzing, right? They're just like, I'm in light, like holy shit, that was like the most blissed out fucking experience ever.
All right, weird.
Prasanan was Amma's right hand. Bill Gates.
Oh.
So you got Ra, Ma in the different houses.
Yeah, buddy, I don't know how to read this chart.
That'd be funny if this chart represented like where every member of Slipknot had to set up. Is like a blueprint of how Slipknot were supposed to.
That would be great.
What's
your birth chart?
That
I'm like, I just want to see your fucking sun and moon and rising. How annoying.
like look at this shit. Does any of this make any sense to you?
No. Let's look up your chart though.
Hold on. Don't give up so easily.
Well, I don't know how to read it.
Look, there's signs, okay, and then there's distance. So it's all planetary based.
Yeah, but I don't know how to read it. I need it dumbed down.
Here's the thing. I don't actually know what time I'm born. I was born because my mom and my dad can't agree on the time.
Really?
One person says 10:30, the other person says 1 p.m. 1 p.m.'s.
10:30 a.m.?
Yeah. There's a 2.5 hour discrepancy between their viewpoints on what time I was born.
Why? What? Weird.
They can't agree on anything. On reality. Why do you think I am the way I am?
I could only.
Why do you think I'm like...
Yeah, but we're just going to go with what your mom says. Which one does your mom say? Because she's the one who fucking squeezed you out. So I just feel like...
No, but in this case, that she might have been delirious. She might have been sweaty. She might have been like, whatever. My dad might have like looked at the clock, and I don't fucking know.
Right.
He's also smoked a lot of weed.
Yeah, your dad also likes to party. So.
Yeah, he dropped acid today by himself, probably. It's what he does every birthday.
I think we should eat acid on my birthday.
Is that what you think?
I don't know.
Okay.
Could be a plan. I have a lot of plans for my birthday, my Cancerian birthday. I'm gonna do things on Saturday.
Do I get a night? Are you gonna? You should make it just like a weekend, so it's
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna go out with the Goyles
on
Saturday.
Okay.
And the 9th, the day before my birthday.
Okay.
And then Sunday, we go out to dinner on my birthday proper.
Me and you?
Yes.
Okay, this is good information because then I have to make a reservation.
Right. Yeah, you just learned about this right now on this show.
I have 10-ish days to figure this out.
Yeah, 10 days. Oh, and don't worry. It's no big deal.
I'm writing
except it's a big deal.
I'm writing in my phone right now. Buttons, B-Day. So then I look at my phone and then I write it on my list.
Right.
So I don't forget.
Yeah. Cancers we're such babies. I feel like your dad, because he's a Cancer man, that's why he goes and like drops acid by himself, because then there's no expectation of anybody getting a hold of him. Mm-hmm. So he doesn't have to feel disappointed. Mm-hmm. He's already decided that he's not going to fuck with anybody. Mm-hmm. And therefore there is no possible opportunity for disappointment. You don't have to worry about people are going to throw you a party if you just like leave so there can't be a party, right? Mm-hmm. That's how I feel like Cancer men process feelings. My birthday's a very loaded thing, right? Where I'm like, I want everybody to love me and celebrate me. And then I'm also like, no, nobody do anything you don't want to do. But I don't know, 1,000 balloons in the new car and the puppy. I already have a puppy, but you could get 2 more.
You wouldn't want 2 more puppies.
I wouldn't want 2 more puppies. It would be too much. It would be too many puppies.
Yeah.
I take a new car. My little Honda is just like crawling along. It's amazing how long Hondas last. They're like the cockroaches of cars.
I agree.
They're fucking around, man. They will outlive us all.
Hondas. What about Acuras? Acura is it made by Honda or is it owned by Honda?
Honda Acura. I think that's
Acura is like its own brand.
Yeah.
But Honda is the father company.
Yeah, I think so.
So will Acura is included in this equation?
I don't know. Good question. Are they reliable in the same way? I don't know. Doesn't carry the same weight.
Well, they're just more expensive, so less people
have them.
Have them.
But
I think it's just a way better Honda somehow.
Way better Honda?
How is it better?
I don't know. I've just never heard anybody rave about it, though, right? And I love my fucking Acura.
You know what we have to do right now, right?
What?
Fuck this birth chart. Let's look up an Acura review.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Sports Acura or like SUV Acura? How about a sedan Acura?
This is the 2021 Acura TLX Type S.
Yeah, I love this.
I love this guy.
A real surprise from Acura.
I love this guy.
I say that because this is a 355 horsepower sports sedan with rear.
He is so excited that it's a 350 horsepower sports sedan.
I hate this color of the car too.
Yeah, it's a Hidedeus color, but I like his excitement.
His excitement seems genuine.
Yeah.
Like,
do you know if 350 horsepower is a good thing? It sounds like it is, but what's a bad horsepower level?
I don't know. You can you could just make up numbers with me, and I would be like, "Yeah, that's really good."
Like if I said my car has 13 horsepower, would you be like, "Whoa"?
No, 13 doesn't sound good.
And so you need the word 100 at the end.
Yeah, because you just said 13, it doesn't sound very cool.
All-wheel drive and a 0 to 60 time in the mid 4-second range. Not the kind of stuff Acura is typically known for making. And today, I'm going to review it.
Okay.
Before I
Doggy.
get started, be sure to check out Cars and Vids, which is my enthusiast car auction website for cool cars from the
That
modern
man
era.
is
We've sold
hype.
some amazing cars recently on Cars and Vids,
He moves his
including
hands a
this
lot, you know?
Land Rover Discovery Camel Trophy participant vehicle, which sold for $90,000.
He's really getting into
this
it. He's, like,
BMW
really giving us a
740i with an
performance.
engine and manual transmission.
Now we're just looking at cars for sale. He's a performance artist. Man.
Swap from an M5, which sold for over $28,000,
Ooh.
and this Mercedes R63 AMG, which sold for over $38,000. The
I don't
V8
care about this. Can
minivan.
we skip
If
this?
you're
I
looking
don't
to
care about
sell
what he
your
did.
cool car,
Like, shut the fuck up, Dig.
get it out on the road and drive it, and then I'll give it a Doug score.
Oh, we get
Oh my
a
God,
Doug
he's gonna-
score?
It's a Doug score? Is it like 1 out of 10 Dougies?
We're going to see.
Oh my God.
All right, I'm
Is he
start
going to teach
the
us how to
quirks and-
Dougie?
No.
I know, but I just wanted to.
You took it too far. He's not going to teach us to do anything. That looks very refreshing.
I offered you one earlier, sir, and you said you only wanted a utilitarian drink. I said, do you want a recreational or utilitarian?
I know, but now I'm an hour into a stream and I've smoked weed and my eyes are itchy and I'm.
Do you want it to share in this recreational beverage? It's a for fun beverage. It's delicious.
May I?
Yeah.
Is it cold still?
Not as cold.
I'm
Go get a fresh coldie.
I should get it. Really?
Yeah.
You do
Treat
that?
yourself.
You do that for me?
What, me go get you a fresh coldie? Yeah, I'll do it.
How about, no. I mean, like you'd allow me to go get a fresh. You don't have. I can get it. Unless you want it.
I mean,
I thought it'd be cool if you watched. Well, I don't know.
You wanted me to watch Doug alone? You want to leave me alone in the room with
I
Doug?
want to leave you alone in the room with Doug.
Oh my God, I'm gonna be so uncomfortable. Go.
Okay. It's okay. Can we trust Doug?
He's weirding me out, but it's press play.
He means well, right? He could come off creepy, but he means well. He's a good guy. Good bloke. Bloody good bloke.
Sure. That's what they all say, right?
Features of the TLX Type S, a pretty obvious place. That would be the key, so you can get in. The key on the front looks like a fairly normal key, except for 3 little lights at the top, which are kind of interesting. They're green, yellow, and red, like a traffic light, and they have different functions. The one on the left is yellow, and it lights up every time you push a button to let you know that your button command has been confirmed and that whatever you wanted to happen has happened, locked or unlocked or the trunk opened. Now, the green button is the one in the middle, and it will light up if you start the engine from the key to let you know that yes, the command is received and the engine will soon be starting. Interestingly, on the right you have a red button which will light up if you press a button on the key fob and like you're out of range and the car doesn't recognize your command, it lights up red. So basically every other car, you press a button on the key fob and you have to look at the car for it to beep or flash the lights. In this car you can look at the key and it will let you know if your command has been received, and that's rather quirky. Now, speaking of the key, you flip the key over.
Doug
and it says
is
on the
giving
back,
me like the most
Type
boring
S.
fucking
You get a distinctive
details
key
about the
just for getting
fucking
the
like key fob that I'm like I would never fucking care about in a million years. He's like, there's 3 lights up at the top. This light lets you know that the thing is registering that you're locking and or unlocking it. And I'm like, I would never in a million fucking years look at that light and be like, oh, the red light's on.
You ready for the Doug score?
Oh my God, give me
Back to
the
and although
Doug
the Type
score.
S is the top
Oh shit.
grill,
Oh, I want.
a good roomy cabin for front occupants. And frankly, I really like how this car looks. In fact, I like how this car looks just about more than almost any other sedan in this price point category right now. I think the new 3 Series is really nice looking, except for the bulbous M3 grille. But I think this looks just as nice as any of the other rivals. Mercedes,
I like the way he says bulbous.
Audi A4, Lexus IS, that sort of. This is a nice looking car. So really, I think there's some pros and cons here. And honestly, it reminds me of old Acura Type S models, the old TL Type S's, which is to say it's reasonably quick, especially compared to its rivals. It's a good value compared to its rivals, but it's just not quite dynamically there. Obviously, the interior not quite as nice as some cars, but given the price point, it's a good deal. And so that's the Acura TLX Type S.
How many Dougies
Aside
we giving
from the
it?
new NSX,
Overall,
Acura
how
hasn't
many
made anything
Dougies?
seriously sporty in quite a while. But maybe this new Type S signifies the rebirth of performance and excitement in Acura's lineup. And indeed, Acura has said they're going to make a high-performance MDX Type S, a Type S version of their mid-size crossover, which should be interesting. This is a neat car. It's fun, it's good-looking, it's reasonably quick, and reasonably affordable, too. And now it's time to give the TLX Type S a Doug score.
Give me them Dougies.
Starting with the weekend categories and styling,
Wow.
TLX looks surprisingly nice. Not
The
beautiful,
Doug
but good for
score.
a sedan like this, and it gets a 6 out of 10. Acceleration 0 to 60 is 4.5 seconds, and it gets a 7 out of 10. Handling is okay, it's fine. I think it could be better, and it gets a 5 out of 10. Fun factor is
You don't like the handling of BMWs, like old BMWs, right?
Me? No, I hate it. Every time I get in a BMW, I'm like, this is fucking
It feels like
dangerous.
you're in nothing.
It's so dangerous. I'm like in a bumper car.
Yeah, it feels like a bumper car.
The handling in a BMW feels like a bumper car.
okay as well. Again, fine, but it could be a bit better with more power, more engaging steering and handling, and it gets a 4 out of 10. Finally, cool factor. And although the Type S is
4
the
out of
top
10?
range model and thus the coolest version, it's still an Acura. It's not going to turn many heads, and it
Yeah.
gets a 4 out of 10 for a total weekend score of 26 out of 50.
Interesting. So Acura, according to the car dork, not a cool car.
Yeah, it's not a cool car.
Next up are the daily categories and features. The TLX Type S has a lot of good stuff. It's missing some obvious things too, like rear seat charge points, and it gets an 8 out of 10.
I don't think anybody's
Comfort
like,
is nice,
damn,
and
I
it gets
really
a
can't
7
wait to
out
get
of
an
10.
Acura.
Quality is good. Acura has a great reputation for reliability, but the interior quality is only good, not great, with some sort of cheap materials, and it gets a 7 out of 10. Practicality is normal for a sedan like this, and it gets a 5 out of 10. Finally, value, and it depends what you're looking for. This is cheap compared to BMWs, but it also doesn't have the brand name or the driving experience. It gets a 6 out of 10 for a total daily score of 33 out of 50. Added up, and the Doug score is 59 out of 100, which places it here against rivals. It beats out the BMW 330i. The TLX is simply better and more fun, and it also beats out some other mediocre rivals like the Volvo S60, the Cadillac CT5, and the Volkswagen
love
Arteon.
this.
But the TLX
Wow.
Type S is still no match for the
Love this chart,
M340i
Doug.
Love this
or the
chart.
Model 3 Performance if you can swing it. And frankly, I prefer the driving experience of the Kia Stinger GT. Still, this is a nice
Everybody you've met named Doug a nerd? I don't think I've met like a cool Doug.
I think you're correct about that. Wow.
I think every Doug is kind of like a nerd.
Dougs are dorks.
Dougs are dorks. They're like sweet. They can be
Hashtag
sweet.
Dougs are dorks.
Like they could be sweet.
Smash tag Dougs are
Smash
dorks.
tag.
So is he encouraging people to get a 2018 Kia Stinger over an Acura
Yeah.
and a Tesla and a like he's saying I should get a Kia instead of a Volvo? What? I thought Volvo was like a fucking good brand. I've never thought of Kia as like a good brand. It's just a good value.
A brand.
A brand, like a. I thought it was like a cheap. Maybe I don't. But what do I? I don't know anything. So
I don't care about newer cars. Like I like that they work well, right? I like the reliability. But if I had unlimited resources, right, and I could buy whatever fucking car I want,
yeah,
I want an old car.
yeah.
Like some stupid shit that's gonna like be 9 miles to the gallon. You know, I want like an El Camino or like a fucking 70s Nova or like a 40s Plymouth with like the split pane windows, you know?
You're such a punka.
Oh my god, no, I know. I'm so guilty of being a rockabilly nerd. I definitely like going to car shows.
Can we listen to the bands that are going to play at the grindcore show you're going to tonight?
Yeah, well, they already started the set, so 3 bands have already played grindcore set. That shit's
Wait, are you serious? You're saying 3 bands have already played?
no. I was making a joke about
Oh,
grindcore
okay.
shows.
What's the what do I look up?
Bulma,
How do you spell it?
Bulma.
Uh-huh.
Bulma. That's it.
That's it?
And maybe put in like grindcore.
Yeah, I don't know what this shit is. Let's watch this first.
Well, it's based off of the Dragon Ball Z character.
Ah, there you go.
That's why. That's Bulma.
Gotcha.
So I would type in Bulma space
grindcore. There we go.
Like Los Angeles or something like that.
Cool.
Oh, there we go. Ta-da.
I listened to the new Lupe Fiasco album today.
Yeah.
It's good. I gave it 8 shrimps out of 10. I think you'd like it.
Yeah. I'll give it a swing.
So this is supposed to be lo-fi. Like garagey lo-fi grindcore.
Like, let me look at the other people on the bill. The other band is Thieves.
Okay, Thieves?
Thieves, and then type in Crust Grind.
I love that. I love Crust Grind. Well, the recording is better.
Yeah. Toxica.
Both bands are kind of sloppy, I'm going to be honest.
Talk that shit. I love it. I love when you talk your musician shit.
That last band was so far tighter than this band, and I thought that they were not even grindy or enough or something. Now we're on track 2.
Yeah.
Okay, this is better. This is better. This is better, yeah.
Okay.
They should just stick to this. But I wouldn't call this grindcore. This is hardcore. This is hardcore punk.
Crusty grind.
Yeah, okay. So,
You want to go move on to the next band?
hold on. Do I like this band now?
Do you?
I need more information.
Okay, I want you to like take it in.
Yeah. I want to hear Microdose. This is Microdose. You know what?
Yeah.
I like this band better than the first band. It was just that first track. The intro. I didn't like
the intro. You didn't like.
I wasn't into the intro, but I like everything. Like I like their main sound.
Mm-hmm. Let's try Raw Topsy.
That's a band?
Yeah. Raw Topsy. Like an autopsy, but raw.
I'm gonna get my knife, and everybody gets within knife distance gets stabbed.
Anybody?
Anybody, stay away from me. I want to die of old age. At age 89, I'm gonna
dark.
be chased out of the bedroom of a 18-year-old jealous husband, and I'm gonna trip over a fence made out of crank into the street and get hit by a Budweiser truck going 80 miles an hour. That's my idea of going out.
This is the most grindcore band so far.
This is the headliner.
Yeah,
That's in the Bay Area.
This is the best band so far. This is the closest thing to grindcore so far.
Yeah.
And they are by far the most talented in terms of like technical skill.
Yeah.
Like this is, you just took me through like opener, mid-level, and then professional, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm giving you the whole build.
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah. No,
I mean, I didn't even.
I see that now.
I didn't suggest the first two bands at all.
I didn't know who was opener, middle, and close, but is that what we just did? Opener, middle, close?
We did. Well, we didn't go in order, but yeah. There's like two bands before Bulma that I didn't show you. And then we skipped a band, and then we went to Thieves, and then
Okay.
Raw Topsy is the headliner.
Yeah, Raw Topsy are they're the best.
Thieves and Bulma are like, the hometown heroes.
Raw Topsy's like legit. This is legit though. It's like, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I could miss the first couple of bands.
Yeah.
I really just want to go see Raw Topsy. And then like I like Thieves because like the lead singer, like Chris, is like, he's got good like performance, right?
Yeah.
He's very athletic.
Yeah.
And he's just like all over the stage, and like he puts on a good show as like a front man. And he's like fucking 40 something.
Let's see what's going on in Rate Your Music Land this week. We got the new Soccer Mommy album. Well, what do you think about Soccer Mommy?
I don't know. I'm intrigued. Mommy? Soccer? Mommy?
Soccer Mommy.
Soccer Mommy? Should we listen?
Here's a new single.
Oh, it seems like a kind of a basic white girl though, huh?
Could be.
We'll see. I'm not gonna judge, right?
We're
Do you think the bitch that just was like, can we listen to Raw Topsy, is the same bitch that was gonna like that Soccer Mommy song?
All right. Here is an artist that goes by Zola Jesus. I actually opened for this band 10 years ago or something. Or this artist. I think Zola Jesus. She is Zola Jesus. So I've opened for her. Here's Zola Jesus. I think this album just came out this week.
At least it's artsy. Visually.
Looking at the stars, waiting for signs. It took some time, but now I feel right. I can't deny what's wrong. I will take the fall. Get to me. I will take the fall.
I'm not vibing.
I'm not vibing, man.
I'm not vibing at all.
Okay. What's going on here?
Gave it a fair shake.
Here's contemporary folk from, is this Brazilian? Can you help?
Mil coisas invisíveis.
Is that Portuguese or?
Yeah, that's definitely Portuguese.
I mean, the best thing so far.
Yeah, I like it already.
So far, the best thing.
De fato acordar e enxergar cada dia as coisas existem com força.
Yeah, I like it.
E eu sou a consciência da coisa que eu sou. Eu quero e eu amo e eu posso e eu vou.
I think it's a million unseen things. Mil coisas invisíveis. I can't pronounce Portuguese properly, but it's similar to Spanish, right? So
Yeah.
mil coisas. So I think it's like like 1,000 unseen things.
Às vezes na
Is what I would guess the translation is.
mundo na mente, no sonho e no ser.
And then the other part of the
Infinito viver.
album cover right there where it says Nacer, Viver, Morir,
Yeah.
which means or translates to like born, live, die. Nacer is born. Vivir is to live.
This shit, dude, this shit is great. It's undeniable.
It's beautiful. What's the name of this person?
Tim Bernardes.
Tim Bernardes. Tim Bernardes. We fuck with you.
It's like, this is like Portuguese Fleet Foxes. Portuguese Fleet Foxes.
Minas, meu amor.
I like it. It's very pretty. I'm literally gonna listen to this whole album and probably practice yoga to it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's a good find.
I'm gonna microdose and do some ocean yoga to this.
There you go. I think those are the only new things since we last looked.
Well, that was fun though. I think that was worth it, right? Just like two things that we didn't really care for one thing that we loved.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I will definitely take that.
I'll take it.
That's a great
Let's
way.
enter the depths of hell, shall we?
Let's go. I need the joint back if we're gonna go to hell.
You got it. You got it, sister.
Good evening, and welcome to Counterculture with Danielle D'Souza Gill. The culture's gone crazy, media's gone mad, and reason has become repugnant. Here we focus on facts and how to fight back. Tonight, we're going to be discussing the overturn.
Reason has become a repugnant? Is that what she said?
Yeah, what is she?
What? That's a thing you can say? With reason has become... What the fuck?
Yeah, you can, but it just doesn't roll off the tongue well. It's grammatically, it forks. Reason has become repugnant.
But repugnant?
She said repugnant?
I don't know. Maybe
no, she
I'm
said
stoned.
reason has become repugnant. Reason is
yeah.
repugnant.
Okay.
It's using reason in a...
So, by the way, this is a
noun?
show that we just discovered called Counterculture on Epoch TV, since we are the stoner show that covers anything Epoch Times.
The high Epoch Times.
So we've read an article. We did that at the top of the show, and now we're kind of at the other end of the show, and we're closing it out with some Epoch TV stuff.
I really love
Roe
how
v.
you're
Wade.
walking us through
On
it.
Friday,
it's
June 24th,
it's a full circle
the Supreme
journey.
Court
I love
issued
that.
its
Thank you.
earth-shattering decision to
By the way, do you notice how her thing said live v. Wade?
do away with Roe v. Wade, thereby relegating the contentious issue of the legality of abortion to the states. Even setting aside the issue of abortion itself, the brute force decree of Roe has been an utter disaster for America. After nearly 50 years of this unconstitutional practice, a mistake made by the Supreme Court in 1973, it is hard to understand.
She's... Okay, I have an issue.
Yeah.
It sounds like the way she's talking, it sounds like she's about to say something big and then doesn't say it. Like she's about to give you the evidence. She's about to like say the damn thing, but then nothing happens and then she moves on. Yeah, moves on to the next thought. Exactly. There's no
evidence backing these claims.
There's no substance. There's just claims. There's just claims.
She's just saying that. Yeah, it was a mistake.
How Roe damaged us as a nation,
sorry.
a culture, and a civilization. But today we are going to try to understand just that. First and foremost, we need to understand that the story behind the case itself is a lie. Norma McCorvey, Jane Roe from the landmark case Roe v. Wade, initially sought to abort her child because she claimed she had been raped. Years later, she would admit that this was a lie. She had given birth twice before and gave birth to her third child while her case was playing out in the courts. Her life was never in danger, and rape was never an issue. But none of that mattered, because her lies made her a sympathetic catalyst. So the Roe decision used that lie to fabricate a right to abortion out of whole cloth based solely on a very questionable interpretation of privacy. In the Dobbs decision, the court points out...
What?
...by angry leftists who...
Oh, okay. Angry leftists. Okay.
For decades, Americans have been trapped in an abusive relationship with despotic manipulators. Leftists in government, including the court at times, use justifications and lies to keep us demoralized and compliant. Like the abusive spouse who blames his victim for making him beat her, leftists always try to justify their bad behavior as something that is for our own good. But we are also like the abused spouse in that we have always had the power to break away from government and leave our abuser. It's right there in the Constitution, states' rights. While this should be a time of celebration, a time to be joyous about this victory for innocent babies, this victory of good and evil, the left has resorted to doing what they always do, and that's protest. While these protests often consist of activists, and most Americans do not...
Bro, January 6th. How can you even make that argument straight-faced? What do you mean? It's people who riot are not only leftists.
What happened January 6th?
Yeah, what
happened that day?
What happened to the fucking warrior guy? What's that guy's name again? The
my
MAGA,
God, the Q warrior, where he's like wearing like
shaman,
a headdress,
the fucking Q shaman,
and he's got the fucking face paint. Oh my God, I can't. Oh my God, it's just even picturing his image right now.
Sorry, she said the word protest, right? She didn't say riot. She said protest.
Yeah, she did say protest.
Okay. People protest. Why? Okay.
That's an American right.
It's an American right.
Which is met with unnecessary police violence and force.
Those, the only people that protest are leftists.
Yeah, because everybody else is just happy the way things are.
And when MAGA people protest,
What's that?
What is she calling that?
A gathering, a chill hang.
It's just a chill
picnic.
hangout.
It's a barbecue. We're having a barbecue here.
There's
Nothing to see.
there's like a rap circle and Roger Stone is like spitting a freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Fucking speaking of which, this is a tangent absolutely worth going down.
Please take us there.
Oh look, here's a Fantano review of the Soccer Mommy album. Wonder what he gave it.
Yeah, what did he give it?
Do you want me to find out?
Yeah, what did
Okay.
what did he think of that?
Too. This record brings a lot of the standard vocal and guitar work that you may expect from a lot of LPs in the indie sphere, but
Give it a number. Give it a number. I don't think he gave it a fucking number.
It's a little loose. It's not super tightly connected, but
It doesn't sound like a positive review. Okay, Roger Stone rap video.
Is he not giving it a number because he doesn't want to look like a bad?
Yeah, it's highly possible.
He's just like, I'm just going to say that I don't like it, but I'm not going to actually rate it.
Oh shit.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you fucking ready?
What?
Brother, I gotta pee.
You seen this guy around?
Oh my God. No. No. You just like, it's like you just like farted in the room and then fucking just walked out. Oh my God.
You know the feds that is sweet, whoa. You know the feds that is sweet, whoa. Media painting pictures playing us like criminals.
No.
Music coming
No.
You know the feds that is sweet, whoa. You know the feds that is sweet, whoa. Federal always on my tail, whoa. All the patriots, I wish you well, whoa. You know we went to DC to spread peace, spread peace. There were more guns on the scene in the Middle East. Oh yeah, people got their pride hurt. Oh yeah, a patriot died first. Oh yeah, oh no, we can't go out like that.
Oh my
Trump
goodness.
2021, yeah, he running it back. I just got a call from General Flynn, he told me that's facts. Democrats gonna tell me
I've just been like massaging the mic into my face as comfort. I'm trying to like blank the memory out.
What do you think of Roger Stone
Well,
being in a rap video?
What
do you think about that?
You know the feds that is sweet, whoa. You know the feds that is sweet.
You know, you were watching this debate where they were saying, telling the difference between reality and satire.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, reality is too close to satire now. That
Mm-hmm.
it is very difficult because what?
Yeah, it's a big what? The
It's a
guy's
big-
name is Faragio Blow. Faragio Blow. How do you say it? Fellatio Blow? Forgiato. Sorry. Forgiato Blow.
Fellatio blow. That would have been cooler, honestly. That's what I would have named it myself. That fucking hurt. That I want you to know that like
But how painful is this fucking counterculture show? I mean, can you bear any more of it?
it's really hard. I feel like I'm like jumping on the grenade to save us all.
That's her with Trump. So, yeah. She's in America first. She's a women for Trumper. That is what she is. She's a women for Trumper.
Wow.
I
don't get it.
Yeah.
It's really weird to me. I'm like, baby, you're in the sunken place.
Yeah.
I'm worried.
Yeah.
Come back.
Yeah, it's definitely a sunken place.
It's dark.
It's a dark place.
It's a dark place that I don't feel like reason can seep into.
It's a cult. You know what?
It's very culty.
It's a reason to bring people together, right? All
Yeah.
these people get to come together over a shared cause, over their shared value and their shared love for a cult leader.
Well, I mean, and that's what's beautiful about it, and that's why they're able to move so swiftly, right?
MacDonald Trump.
They are able.
MacDonaldo.
There's no division amongst the troops, right? They're just like, yeah, we hate people, and these are the things that we agree with, and they're just all on board, right?
Do you know about my Italian clown, Ronaldo McDonaldo?
This sounds familiar. I feel like
It's a Ronaldo McDonaldo. I'm the Italian clown, though.
I definitely I remember this character.
Okay.
You unearthed that one when we first met.
Ronaldo McDonaldo?
Yeah, it was around the time of the Roni Zamboni,
Yeah.
which is a fantastic board game.
that we made together. During COVID.
Should we hit him with a theme song, Johnny?
You gotta stop calling me Johnny.
I know.
What is this? 1952?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what.
Yeah, sounds right.
Okay. What decade is it from?
I mean, it seems like the right period.
I had this. Oh, because I restarted the computer. Right.
Rent is due. Rent is poo.
Rent is you and rent is us. Rent is them. Rent is come. Rent is bad. Rent is sad. Rent is very bad.
That was fantastic. Thank you. It's one of my favorite collaborations you've done so far.
So you're gonna go to the grindcore show in a bit, right?
Who knows?
What do you mean? Who knows? I thought we were working around your grindcore hours.
Well, we were gonna work around my grindcore hours, but it is getting late. So time I get there, am I gonna even catch the last band?
Well, you should make a call now about what you want to do
in life.
Yeah, because we do this, you do that.
Where do you feel moved to?
It's 9:00.
Yeah.
What time is the headliner play?
Probably 11.
Oh, okay.
Or like 10:30.
It's totally within the reasonable time frame.
We'll see. Let's focus on this guy.
On this guy?
On this guy.
This guy being the show?
Yeah, well, the thing is like I get more high.
Uh-huh.
And then it's nighttime. The
Yeah.
sun has gone down.
Right.
And I'm old.
Right.
So there's this thing that happens when
Yeah.
the sun goes down.
Yeah.
And it's cancer season.
You turn into a pumpkin?
I don't want to fucking go anywhere.
Yeah, I hear you.
I have no desire to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And earlier in the day when the sun was out, I felt differently.
Yeah.
I felt like, yeah, I totally want to go to see this because I think Raw Topsy rips.
They sound great. If I was more able-bodied, I'd go with you.
Who knows? I still might make it, but it's also cancer season, and I love to cancel a plan and stay the fuck in. As my God-given right during cancer season.
All right. So, well, with that being said, do you want a quote about God from Oprah Winfrey?
Sure.
What God intended for you goes far beyond anything you could imagine.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I like that. Say that stuff. I like that. I am getting hungry, though.
Okay, so do you want to end the show and get food? Is that what a button wants? What a button needs?
Whatever keeps me happy and sets you free.
Yeah, that's going to set me free.
Yeah, me being happy will set you free because if I'm not happy, those fucking crabby claws.
Yeah, they bring us both down.
Pinched.
Yeah.
Crashing.
Yeah, you're crushing my soul. You're crushing your soul.
I'm crushing your soul.
Yeah.
Instead of the head crusher, I am the soul crusher.
Yes.
I'm crushing your soul.
Yeah.
Crushing your soul.
Yeah.
Crushing, crash. Yeah, let's hit him with the theme song and go eat food.
All right.
Yeah. I haven't heard the theme song in a minute. It's so cute. It's so cutie pie. We're just two dinos.
We're pretty cutie pie dinos.
Two dino best friends. Goodbye.